Shit. Hello, guys. Welcome to another show of Pro Wrestling Talk. Waiting for Alex to come by. There we go. We're going to be talking about Extreme Rules. It's going to be tonight at 6 p.m. The kickoff show. To talk with Kalisto and Apollo Crews, alright? It's going to be a good match. Hopefully they can kick off the show just right. But the main match that I want to talk about right now is going to be the five-way Extreme Rules match. Hopefully, it's really extreme because it is, Extreme Rules.
Yep, and then we got Roman Reigns against Finn Balor, against Seth Rollins, against Samoa Joe, against Bray Wyatt. So it's gonna be a fatal five-way Extreme Rules match, like how you mentioned. And to be honest, the way that this match is gonna go, Extreme Rules, I don't know. I don't really know what to expect from it, just because it's been a while since we've seen a match in this way. So I'm really hoping that they put on a good set. I really do strongly believe that Samoa Joe's going to take it, just given the fact that Brock Lesnar is the Universal Champion, and they look like they're in the same caliber. So,
for me, I think that Roman Reigns, this is going to be the first match he's not going to win. It's going to be Finn Balor.
Finally,
Finn Balor will win. He's going to be going up against Brock Lesnar, hopefully letting out the demon Balor inside of him. We haven't seen that in a while. So, I mean, all in all, Finn Balor might win. You think?
Samoa Joe.
Samoa
Joe
Joe's
for
gonna
me.
win.
I'm really hoping that he wins in order to see the Destroyer against the Beast Incarnate. So, I mean, the Beast Destroyer. I think that would be a great main event,
Or
great pay-per-view.
The Beast and the Demon.
Boom. I mean, it could go either way, but we're gonna see that tonight. It's still to come.
Next match to go is Dean Ambrose and The Miz for the Intercontinental title. All right. Now this one is a dumb match because if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, then The Miz wins. All right.
Extreme Rules pay-per-view. No Extreme Rules.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of match is that?
When you think about it, last year Dean Ambrose was in the Asylum match with Chris Jericho, and that was definitely an Extreme Rules match to remember.
This is very true. You had Chris Jericho. I believe he was suplexed onto the onto thumbtacks.
Yeah.
So given the fact that
Gory.
Dean Ambrose, who is the lunatic fringe, in a he can't be disqualified kind of match at Extreme Rules, doesn't really make sense. But I'm really hoping that Kurt Angle does put a little twist to it, and if he does get disqualified and the title goes to The Miz, I'm really hoping that he comes out, resets the match, and says, you know what, this is Extreme Rules. Restart the match, and let's do Extreme Rules style. And that will have the lunatic fringe on a fringe, and the frenzy, just trying to get the Miz. And after that, that twist will definitely bring up that match.
I mean, that way Kurt Angle is the best GM apparently, but next match
still to come. Wait, but the thing is that for me, Dean Ambrose, I feel like he's gonna win. Who do you think is gonna win? Before we move on, who do you think is gonna win between Ambrose and The Miz?
I guess Dean Ambrose is gonna win. He needs to venture out and go against other people for his title, because The Miz and Dean Ambrose have been,
since SmackDown. But
exactly. So,
for me, I'm gonna go with Dean Ambrose. You go with Dean Ambrose.
yes,
All
one
right.
that we can agree on. Wow.
Finally. But next match that we're going to go on is going to be the women's division, which is going to be Bayley against Alexa Bliss. And that
Kendo stick match. That's what it's gonna be.
This is kind of the first match kind of thing that we see. I mean, it's Extreme Rules. You got to have the women's division go extreme too. So, given the fact
extreme,
it's not that extreme, but it's a little extreme. It's better than the Dean Ambrose and The Miz match.
That's for sure. I guess.
So I'm really hoping that Bayley takes it home, but I do strongly believe that Alexa Bliss is going to win, just given the fact that she has that aggression. Not a lot of women have.
No. Which one do you think is gonna win? That's it.
Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
Baby.
Well, I think Bayley's gonna win. She's gonna retain her title, and then they're gonna go back to Sasha and Charlotte, where they're gonna, start winning each other's titles again.
To be honest, I'm really hoping that it doesn't go like that, because I mean, Charlotte became a 4-time women's champion in what, like 2 months?
Yep.
And sometimes it takes people up to years in order to just become to become a champion again. But I got Alexa. You got Bailey.
Exactly.
All right. Well, hopefully, my pick is a lot better. But
Bet.
no.
Exactly.
But next match that we're gonna talk about is going to be the tag team division. We got Team Extreme going into Extreme Rules for a cage match against Cesaro and Sheamus. Really hoping that the Hardy Boys take the win, just because ever since they came into Raw, they've been on top of the tag team division. They have not stopped that momentum that they've had, and I believe even Kurt Angle said the word on Raw now is called momentum. Build up to it.
Exactly. Well, true.
So
But
Hardys have had that momentum since they came back, and that ladder match.
Cesaro and Sheamus have also had that momentum. So I believe that Cesaro and Sheamus will take the gold because, I mean, the Hardy Boys, they're good enough without the titles. They're good enough with the titles. They're the best in the world. They don't even need to show that they don't need to have the titles to show off that they're the best.
I'm sorry, but Hardy Boys are the best. They've held almost every single tag team championship out there in multiple of promotions, including WWE.
That's true. That's what
So-
I'm saying. I'm not fighting with you. I'm just saying they don't need to have the titles.
Who, Cesaro and Sheamus?
No, the Hardy Boys don't need to have the titles
Okay.
in order to be the best. So I think Sheamus and Cesaro are going to win.
Yeah, but if they don't have the titles, then how's that play for them? Because then, without them being the titles, because with the titles, it means you're the best. If they don't have the titles, then somebody else is the best. Can't have that. So really
Who
hoping
knows? Maybe they're going to become broken after this. I'm waiting for that.
Broken Universe. Never know. Probably have Broken Matt Hardy and maybe a little Brother Nero action. I mean,
Delete.
but that's still to come tonight. Like I said, for me, Hardy Boys, Sheamus, and Cesaro for you.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
All right. And next match we're going to talk about is the Cruiserweight division. We have Neville against Austin Aries. But this is a rivalry that we've been seeing for the past few months. It's an ongoing rivalry. And every single time Austin Aries does get the upper hand, somehow, some way, he gets cheated out of it, whether it's getting disqualified, whether it's somebody interfering. So I'm really hoping that this rivalry finally ends here at Extreme Rules, and Austin Aries becomes champion. So my vote's gonna be with Austin Aries. Really hoping that he does that, just because he deserves it already. He's put in the work, put in the effort, and Neville, I mean, he's been up there since he's been the Cruiserweight champion since the Cruiserweight division on Raw, and it's about that time.
Well, I believe that. I mean, it's a submission match, so it's going to be a little bit harder because 1, 2, 3 pinfall. That's a little bit easier than a submission match because they actually have to tap out, which means that if they are knocked out or by any chance or anything, then that means they're not gonna. Neville will retain the title because he's going to be unconscious.
Yeah, but the thing is that
KO. It's
But-
a submission match.
But the submission, it's a submission match. But Austin Aries has his own submission.
So does Neville.
Exactly, and Austin Aries has made Neville tap out many times.
Yes, but I believe that Neville will win only because Neville, first of all, he's the king of the cruiserweights, and second of all, Austin Aries has had too many opportunities and he's lost all of them. Because it doesn't matter what happened in between the matches. It matters that in the books,
It goes down as a
No-
W or an L. I get it.
exactly.
But this match, I'm going for Austin Aries regardless.
Neville, king
feel
of
like
the
he's gonna come
cruiserweights,
out.
is gonna win.
I don't know about that, but the next match, the final match we're going to be talking about is Sasha Banks and Rich Swann, and they're going to be facing Alicia Fox and Noam Dar. To be honest, everybody wants the boss to win, so I'm going to go with Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. She got Rich Swann. I think Rich Swann showed her how to dance because we saw a little preview of her dancing on Raw, which if you guys haven't seen it yet, watch it. It is hilarious and it's awesome.
I think Noam Dar is gonna win because Alicia Fox and Noam Dar have been together for quite some time now. They've been together more than Sasha Banks and Rich Swann, so their chemistry is gonna be more in sync than Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. So I think
They're gonna
Noam
take the
Dar is
win?
gonna take the win.
But either way, only because they've been together doesn't mean anything. Because
It can mean a lot, actually.
the thing is that Rich Swann and Sasha Banks have taken on both of them
Alicia Fox
in
has won.
singles.
Alicia Fox has won against Sasha Banks
one time.
Doesn't matter.
One
That
time.
win, that one win.
But I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks. You can go with Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. You can go with Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. But I still think that it's gonna be an easy match. It's gonna be an easy match, hands down.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of the first matches, but though that's going to be all of the matches for Extreme Rules, and don't forget to watch it on the WWE Network unless you want to pay $54.99 for pay-per-view on TV, or
Don't
just
recommend it.
Chromecast it, whatever you want. For SmackDown.
One
there
more
are-
thing, yeah, before
for
we leave.
SmackDown, there are 4 matches so far for the Money in the Bank tag team titles match, which is the Usos and the New Day that just came back, and then
New Day?
the 2 Money in the Bank, the women's Money in the Bank and the men's Money in the Bank. Which women's Money in the Bank I am definitely excited for.
They put in a good set on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday on SmackDown.
that was
It
a better promo than
great
the
promotion.
go home show for Raw. That's for sure.
That you had just all the women just attacking each other. Not only that, but Natalia ended up going through the announcement table.
Yep, that was just awesome.
That was
to
crazy.
see. Yeah,
Like, I think that's one of the best.
this guy would never go through an announce table. He's too scared.
A little bit. But anyways, the matches for the Money in the Bank so far, that's what they are. Really hoping that they come out with a few more matches. Yeah, a few more
at
matches.
least 2 or 3. Because it is SmackDown, so it has a little bit less of superstars.
I mean, they do have Randy Orton trying to get his title back against.
Yeah, so
against Jinder Mahal.
that's what I said. 4 matches,
Yeah.
so it's going to be Jinder Mahal, the tag teams, and the 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches.
So we'll see if anybody comes back, anybody new, and if that does happen, I'm really hoping somebody good. I'm still waiting on the
Rusev.
yeah, on the return of Rusev.
And Lana. Where you at?
Well, apparently Lana wanted to be part of the Money in the Bank too. That's what I read.
That is going to be interesting because Money in the Bank technically is 6 people. So for it right now to be 5 women, if Lana becomes, the 6th person, that would be pretty interesting turn of events.
I'm just wondering how she's going to perform as a wrestler because she's always been a manager.
Well,
So-
she was a wrestler in NXT, so
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see how everything goes. But that's gonna be all for today. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you got to do. But thank you very much for watching.